Welcome to the Climate and Water Outlook for April to June 2016. Consistent with the breakdown of El Niño, odds favour above average rainfall for much of southern Australia. However, the northern wet season is likely to finish below average overall. But first, let's look at recent conditions. Northern Australia welcomed a brief burst of monsoonal rain in mid-March, the first significant burst since December. Parts of the north received over 3 times their usual March rainfall with associated flooding. South Australia also received above average rainfall for this time of year. However, short and long-term rainfall deficiencies remain in all states and territories. For many of Australia's main cropping regions, rainfall has been below average for 7 of the past 10 months, increasing to 8 of the past 10 months in parts of Queensland. Turning to temperature, the weak monsoon meant tropical areas didn't get their usual evaporative cooling. Heat built up over inland northern WA and Queensland. When a high pressure system established in the Tasman Sea, this heat flowed over southeast Australia, setting daily March records in Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria and South Australia. For Australia as a whole, the 2nd of March was our hottest March day on record, breaking the 1966 record by a full degree. This heat came on the back of record global temperatures. February 2016 was the most above average month ever recorded. The Great Barrier Reef is being affected by warmer seas due to the above average air temperatures and the lack of monsoon cloud cover. Both are more common during El Niño. Heat has accumulated over shallow areas, increasing the risk of coral bleaching, particularly in northern sections of the reef. And in southern Australia, recent high temperatures and sunny days have triggered a substantial outbreak of blue-green algae. The Murray River system has been the most affected. Water storages in the Murray-Darling Basin are now well below 40% full, their lowest since the end of the millennium drought. So what's driving Australia's climate right now? El Niño continues its slow and steady decline in the tropical Pacific Ocean, with sea surface temperatures easing to moderate levels for the first time since July 2015. International climate models indicate a likely return to neutral conditions by mid-2016. But very high temperatures persist in the Indian Ocean and to our north. This makes more moisture available for rainfall over Australia. A strong East Australian current has drawn warm water further south than usual, warming seas east of Tasmania by up to 3 degrees above average, creating challenges for aquaculture. So what's the outlook for April to June? Odds favour above average rainfall for much of southern Australia, consistent with the breakdown of El Niño. But the outlook just for April suggests a dry end to an already dry northern wet season. And in the south, there's no guarantee of an early autumn break. Our rainfall outlook has moderate to high accuracy at this time of year. Turning to the streamflow forecast for March to May, low flows are more likely at 41 locations. 21 sites have near median flows forecast, with high flows more likely at 8. Accuracy for our streamflow forecast at this time of year is moderate to high. Streamflows may be slow to respond when the autumn rains arrive, as much of the water will be soaked up by the dry soils. Temperature outlooks show warmer than average days and nights are likely for much of Australia. Accuracy for this outlook is moderate at this time of year. In summary, El Niño is slowly declining, while oceans around Australia remain warm. Odds favour above average rainfall for southern Australia, but stream flows are expected to remain below average in many areas. For more details, head to our website at bom.gov.au/climate/ahead. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Our next video will be released on Thursday, the 28th of April. For the Bureau of Meteorology, I'm Paul Fakemer.